Hi guys, this is Anjali here. In this tutorial, I will teach you about superglobal variables. So let's start. What is superglobal variables? There are several predefined variables in PHP called superglobals that are always accessible regardless of scope, and you can access them from any function, class, file without having to do anything special. The PHP superglobal variables are globals, server, request, post, get, files, env which is environment, cookie and session. But in this tutorial I will teach you global, server, request, post, get. Rest of the superglobal variables will be taught in further advanced tutorial. So let's start with a practical example. I have already opened XAMPP control panel, started MySQL and Apache, and I have already saved 5 files, which is global, server, request, post, get.php. So first take a look at globals. The globals is a PHP superglobal variable which is used to access global variables from anywhere in the PHP script, also from within functions or method. PHP stores all global variables in array called $global index. The index holds the name of the variable. Syntax for that is $globals square bracket index. So let's start with example. Starting PHP declaring two variable $a equals to value 10 and $b equals to value 20, giving a heading for better understanding. Globals variable. Now defining a function name addition. Oops, sorry, my mistake. Now declaring a global variable which is C. You need to write C in a single quotation, which stores the addition of variable global A and global B. $globals A plus $globals B. Semicolon is required. Now let's call the function and print the addition stored in C variable. Addition of $a and $b is $C. Because C is a variable present within the globals array, it is also be accessible from outside the function. So let's take a look at output. Open your web browser, localhost / folder name, my folder name is tutorial here, and file name globals.php. See, addition of 10 and 20 is a 30. So that's all for global. So now let's take a look at server variable. Starting PHP, giving a heading for better understanding. Server variable. Now what is server variable? Server is a PHP superglobal variable which holds information about headers, path and script location. Now I will show you how to use some of the elements in server. First element is echo $_server square brackets single quotation PHP _ self. Now what PHP self do? PHP _ self is used to get information about file name of current executing script. I am giving heading here for better understanding. File name of current executing script. So let's take a look at output. Localhost /tutorial, which is my folder name, and my file name is server.php. So you can see that file name of current executing script is server.php in folder name tutorial. Oh, I forgot to write h2 tag. So now you can see in a better way. So our next element is echo $_server server underscore name. Server underscore name is used to get name of host server. So let's give an heading for this. Differentiate with both with dot name of host server. Let me give a space between two lines. Echo using br tag. So now let's take a look at output. You can see that name of our host server is localhost. Now giving a space again between two lines. Now our third element is http host echo $_server square bracket single quote http _ http _ host is used to get the host header of current request. So we're giving a heading here. Host header of current request. Differentiate it with dot. So now let's take a look at output. See, our host header of current request is localhost. Now giving a space again. Now our next element is server underscore software echo $_server square bracket single quote server underscore software. Server underscore software is used to get server identification string. So we're giving a heading for this. Server identification string. Differentiated dot. Now let's take a look at output. Server identification string returns Apache, OpenSSL and PHP current version in your computer. Now our next element is, first of all, giving a space between two lines. Our next element is script name. So echo $_server square bracket single quote script underscore name. Script underscore name is used to know absolute path name of current executing script. So giving heading for that. Absolute path name of the currently executing script, differentiated with dot, and let's take a look at output. You can see that our script name is server.php in folder tutorial. So that's all about server. Now let's take a look at request. What is request variable? Request variable is used to collect data after submitting an HTML form. So first write HTML code. HTML head and title is request, giving heading in body h2 request. Now writing an HTML form, starting form tag, ending it. Form method is post, action is equal to double quote starting PHP, ending it, and echo $_server square bracket single quote PHP self semicolon required. Form action is PHP underscore self, which we learn in server variable. We write here in this form because once you submit the form, it will complete its execution on the same page. Now collecting a data. So writing in two input fields. First is first name, input type text, and name equals to f name. Second is last name, input type text again, and name equals to l name. Submit button for submitting form data, input type submit, name is not required here. So that's all for form. Now let's write PHP script to execute this form. Writing in condition, if $_server square bracket double quote request underscore method is equal to post. Need to write post in double quote. Now request method is post here. We already written a form method is post. So this script is for executing this form. Now collecting a data from input field, $f name is equal to $_request square bracket single quote f name. Here $request is written here to get the field data by user in form. Now L name equals to $_request square bracket single quote L name semicolon. Now let's write some condition for fields. If empty $f name, empty means null. If you won't write anything in the first name field, so if f name is empty, then echo first name is empty, echo giving a space using br tag. Now else if first name is not empty, then echo first name is $f name. Same for L name, so just copying it and pasting here. Instead of f name, write here L name. First name, instead of first name, write here last name, f name, L name. So let's take a look at output. Localhost / folder name is tutorial / file name is request.php. See, this is our form. I am writing first name is Anjali, last name is Dalal, and submitting it. You can see that first name is Anjali and last name is Dalal. So that's all about request a super global variable. Now let's take a look at post variable. What post variable do? Post is widely used to collect form data after submitting an HTML form with method post only. Here I am copying same code for request variable and will do change in that only. Copying it, paste here, and changing title and heading. Instead of request, writing post. Here form method is post, action is a $server PHP self. Then first field is first name, its type is text and name is f name. Second field is last name, its type is text and name is L name. and the submit button to submit data. Now PHP script for executing that form. Request method is post. F name. Now here instead of $request we need to write $post. $_post. Which will help us to get data written in the field. Now if first name is empty, then it will print first name is empty, else the return it will print the return name by user in first name field. Same for last name. So let's take a look at output. Localhost / our folder name is tutorial / post.php. See, our first name is Anjali and last name is Dalal. So you can see that my first name is Anjali here and last name is Dalal. What if I don't write anything in first name and last name and submit it? If I submit this, then you can see that it will print that first name is empty and last name is empty. So that's all for post variable. Now let's take a look at get variable. What get variable do? Get can be used to collect form data after submitting an HTML form with method get. It can also collect data sent in the URL. So let's first write HTML, giving a title get, in body giving a heading with h2 tag and heading is get. Now here I am sending the data through URL. My URL is href get underscore data.php question mark. I am passing two variables, which is subject is equal to PHP and web is equal to tutor@desk.com and its name is get data. Now let's create getData.php file. I have already created. Let's write code into it. Declare an HTML. Title is get data. Also giving heading here, which is also get data. Now printing a data sent through the URL. So starting at PHP tag and printing data get through the URL. So echo study dot, writing a subject name using $get square bracket single quote subject. Now again dot at $get, now printing web. So that's all. Now let's take a look at output. Localhost / tutorial is my folder name / get.php. Now let's click on this link. So you can see that our subject is PHP and web is tutor desk.php, and this, we get the result is it study PHP at tutordesk.php. So that's all about super global variables. Thank you for watching this video.